First, most important question, how are you feeling?
Yeah, I feel pretty good. Just going to see how I feel after morning skate here and make a decision for tonight. But, yeah, all signs are looking pretty good.
What will tell you whether or not all those signs pointing to you playing tonight will actually pay off for you?
Yeah, I mean, just how I feel when I get home and after my nap and whatnot. I'm leaning for it. Like, I think I'm going to play for sure. But we'll just see. I mean, I don't want to be 100% on anything, and then something happens later in the day. But I feel good. I felt good yesterday. I feel good today, and just go from there and see how I feel when I wake up.
You came back into that game in Dallas. Did you aggravate something there? What did that feel like when you came back into that game? What did that tell you about it?
Yeah. I don't know how to explain it, I guess. I don't really want to go too much into details. Felt pretty good, and then just as the game went on, started to feel something, and felt it was best to get healthy, I guess. You know, I didn't want to make anything worse or, you know, play when I'm not 100% or feel like I can help the team. So that was the decision we made, and a couple days of rest really helped me, and I feel a lot better. And like I said, I respond this afternoon, but I feel pretty good about playing tonight.
I think guys who are out always say probably the hardest part is watching the games on TV, and you're a guy that's a big part of this. I can only imagine how that felt for you.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it sucks, right? It's part of the game. It's happened. Unfortunately for me, I've been injured a lot in my career, and had to watch a lot of games, which sucks. But especially right now with the race we're in, that's a game in Buffalo you'd like to have, right? I thought our team played pretty well for the most part, but yeah, you'd want to be out there helping the team for sure. But it is what it is, and just move past it now and hopefully get ready for tonight.
Yeah, you have to kind of keep the long term in mind with something like that, right? Like, you don't want to force yourself to play when it just maybe makes sense to get the rest in and take the day off when you have to.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I didn't want to go out there and make anything worse and be out long term. And like I said, I feel like 2 days of rest really helped me, and I feel a lot better now than I did a couple days ago. So I feel like it was the right decision, the smart decision, and yeah, like I said, just excited to hopefully play tonight.
How much the Four Nations means to you? Was there any concern about that, or did that sort of flash before your eyes when it started to get worse?
Yeah, maybe a little bit. I mean, obviously I want to play in that. I don't want to do anything that's going to hurt my chances of playing here, right? My first thought was Columbus, and that's the most important thing. And if I felt like I was going to go to the Four Nations and make anything worse, I wouldn't go. But I don't think that's the case at all. So yeah, I feel good. I feel like a couple days of rest helped me, and definitely crosses your mind when it's that close to the tournament. But like I said, it's more important that I'm here playing for Columbus, and that's my focus. And if all goes well these next couple games, then yeah, I'll be at the Four Nations.
All right, Ivan, you're back home after 4 games on the road. It was a great start to the trip, maybe not the way you wanted to finish, but how would you assess the 4 games?
Yeah, I think it was a good road trip. Obviously, it was important to start the road trip with the 2 wins. I think the last 2 games we played better than what we got, but obviously a lot of learning in the last 2 games, and hopefully only makes our team better.
How do you guys want to play away from Nationwide Arena this season? Because we've seen you guys score a lot of goals at home, but I think what we saw on that trip is maybe what you guys want to do away from home.
Yeah, I mean, obviously sometimes team game looks a little different, on the road compared to home. Maybe keep it a little bit more simple on the road, kind of play more of a gritty, 3-2 game. And I think we kind of figured that out lately, that's what it's going to take for us to win on the road. And I think we did a pretty good job on the last road trip.
With that in mind, how does the style of play change as the season goes on? Like, as you get closer to the playoffs, does it change?
Yeah, a little bit. Obviously, every team's getting better. The race for the points gets tighter. It becomes a little bit more of a kind of playoff hockey mentality where you see a lot of those more like 2-1, 3-2 games. For us, I think if we, play our game, play fast, kind of defend well, I think by doing that first, we can create offense off of that.
You've played a lot with Denton Matejchuk since he's come up from the American League. If you compare his game now to when he first came up, how has he changed?
Yeah, I think obviously there's a lot to learn, in your first year pro in general or in your first year in the NHL. But I think he's done a great job so far of just, staying poised, learning, whether it's from me or Z or some other guys on the team, and obviously he's got all the tools to continue to grow and be a great player.
We've talked a lot about you guys playing away from home, but I've got to ask, how does it feel to be back at Nationwide Arena and sleeping in your own bed?
Yeah, for sure. Obviously, the road is the road, but when you're home, spending time with family and friends and being in your own bed and skating in your own building, playing in front of your own fans, obviously it gives us, a great amount of energy that we can use and go out there and play our game.
2 more games here at home before a nice long break for you guys. What are you looking to get out of these 2?
Obviously, try to get to 2 wins and go on a break, with on a great mood.
All right, Ivan, thanks for this. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
Z out on the ice, is that an indication that he's playing tonight?
I haven't talked to Voter yet, but yeah, it's possible.
How much of that is driven by the player versus what you're going to hear from your training staff?
No, same as every time this situation occurs, it's medical first, and then ultimately it's the player's decision. Obviously, to they know their bodies, they know if they can help the team have success, and if they can, then we trust them, and certainly a player like him, we will trust.
How does it feel to finally be home and the importance of these couple games here at Nationwide?
Yeah, every game is important, right? Regardless of where we play, we've talked about that a lot, but certainly nice to be back here. On our ice, in front of our fantastic fans, give us some energy here. We obviously have 2 games before the break, but we're looking to the puck drop tonight to get it started the right way here at home.
And back to the Buffalo game, looking back, it just seemed like there's just a couple mistakes here or there. Is that something that you got a bit of a new line of maybe guys not used to being in positions of just what stood out to you with those tiny mistakes?
It's a good point, but who cares? Like, if you've played 1 game in the last month or you've played every game in the last month, you still play the same way. And it wasn't just guys that hadn't played for a while. There was some mistakes that what happened in the Buffalo game has happened to us earlier in the year, and we've kind of corrected it, or we have corrected it. And we gave 3 goals, we thought, because of what we did, not because of what they did in order to score goals. Sure, they had to score goals somehow. They had good tips and what have you, but prior to that, we made mistakes that are uncharacteristic to us. So we had a little session this morning as far as correcting those and making sure that we know and remember exactly who we are and how the Columbus Blue Jackets win hockey games.
Dean, Luca Delbel-Beluz has sort of earned a spot here and stayed at center ice. What has he shown you and where is his trust level with the coaching staff after his time here?
Probably the biggest thing, Ports, is intelligence. He gets the game. He's got a skill set, but he understands all 3 zones. He understands what he needs to do in order to have success. Clearly in Cleveland, he was having a fantastic offensive season, so he has that. But you need at this level to play, both strong offensively, defensively, and his awareness positionally has been extremely sound. Tough position, young player to play where he's playing in the middle of the ice. He's conducting himself extremely well.
How many players in this league do you think could score the goal that Kent Johnson scored the other night?
Not you or me, that's for sure. You're not. I used to be, but still couldn't score like that. Yeah, it's very, very pretty goal, right? But it's great. We need to score some ugly ones too. Elvis. Thank you.